Okay, so we're here with the
Wait,
Timothy
20
Parker.
seconds. 20 seconds.
You said that and spit it.
This is the best lemonade they have. They're not too sweet. Now you're stuffing your face. All right.
Okay, we're here with the incomparable Timothy Parker.
I need a haircut, so I got the hoodie on.
Ignore his no fade, I guess, but you really can't even tell. Only he can tell.
Yes.
So Timothy is my ex-work bestie. How sad. But current bestie. Once a work bestie, always a work bestie. And I just want him to talk about what I was telling him right before this is that his confidence is pretty much second to none. I don't think I know somebody with as much confidence, like up close. I don't think I know somebody with as much confidence that Tim has, just in himself, his abilities, and how you move through life. It requires a certain confidence that I think you really exude. So what is that like for you? Is that intentional? Is it something you wake up in the morning and put on with your clothes, or do you kind of just carry it?
Well, it's funny we're talking about this. For me, I don't think I have any confidence in myself personally because, like, as you know, I don't even have the confidence to get out of the bed in the morning to go brush my teeth. It just takes me, I'm not good at that. But what I am confident in is the gifts that God has given me. I think the key to having confidence is not having self-confidence, it's having confidence in the one who made you, created you, if you believe in the Creator, which I believe in the Creator. So I believe He created me with the gifts and abilities He wanted me to share with the world. If I have to rely on myself, I'm never going to succeed. That's why I do succeed, because I rely on what He's built and instilled in me. I'm honest about my confidence. I know the gifts that God has given me, and I know what He hasn't given me. So if I go into a situation where I know this is what I'm meant to do, I want to deliver it with complete perfection version of confidence. Because I'm like, for example, I work in television, I'm a reporter. You put that camera on me, there's nothing that I can't do on camera. You put me in that newsroom, there's nothing I can't write, there's nothing I can't accomplish. Now,
See,
if
even the ability to say that is incredible.
Yeah, because that's because it's not because of me, it's because it's the gift that God gave me.
Wow.
Now, if you ask me to, for example, holler at that chick over there across the street, I'm not necessarily going to give that same confidence, because I don't necessarily know if that's the gift that God has given me. Like, it's not the gift that God has given me.
How do you know?
I think if you go okay, let me put it this way.
Batting average?
Shohei Ohtani knows he can hit. Shohei Ohtani knows he can have good at bats. He has a track record. I don't have a track record of hitting home runs and hitting on random stray chicks in the street.
Okay.
However, some people do. But I do have a gift of personality what God gave me as a human being. Like, I'm confident I can talk to anybody about anything. There's nobody that's intimidating to me at all. Circumstantially, though, I may be trepidatious about something because it's just not the right time. With your gift, there's wisdom, and there's discernment, and there's a prudence in how you use your wisdom, how you use your gifts, and sometimes you can't just talk to anybody at any time about anything, but you have to know when, where, how. All of that is where, but sometimes also I think I get in the way of myself too. Yes, I'm confident in my gifts, but maybe I hold back because I don't know when. Ultimately, when I'm in my best, I'm trusting God to deliver what He's already instilled in me.
Is your gift communication? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, and I think in any form or fashion, I'm a storyteller, whether that's telling my own story, I like to write, telling a fictitious story, or telling my own story, telling someone's story through the news. I think different mediums I can do it, whether it's documentary style, whether it's journalistic style, poetry style, music style, whatever I can write. It's like, I love telling stories. That's my gift to do.
That's so cool. Have you always known that you've had multiple gifts?
I think childhood frames you a lot. It frames us a lot, whether it's good or bad. Like, for me, I remember I was like 5 years old, and my pastor, our previous pastor had just died. And I was 4 years old, actually. 4 years old. I was turning 5 in 10 days. And
The way you remember that.
yeah, and that was one of my first memories of life, actually. So I was 4 years old, and the little kids had to come, say whatever, some speech. But of course, I went off script and started saying, "We're going to see the pastor, our pastor again in heaven one day. It's going to be okay." This off cuff, and then the lady who was supervising the children was trying to get me to shut up, but she couldn't. I was on my little rant. So then when we finished, my current pastor, who was just getting ready to take over, said, "Where did you get all that wisdom from?" And I think to me, that's been a gift and a curse all my life, because I know I have wisdom, but also I feel like it's a burden. Like I always I think my grandma was a little kid was like, that kid's gonna be something one day and all this. So like I've had the burden of being great on me since I was 4 years old. It sounds like really obtuse and ridiculous, but I've had the burden of greatness on me since I was 4 years old. So that's why it's kind of ridiculous I say this, but like I'd rather be homeless than mediocre.
Wow.
Like mediocre terrifies me, and I think I don't think I'm mediocre, but I think my position in life sometimes is mediocre. Like I don't know, you know me, my story well, so I don't want to get into the specifics that involves other people in other places and stuff. I'm sorry.
Sure.
But I think I'm mediocre. Mediocrity scares me. Like living in a mediocre apartment right now is scary. I don't like it. Like
Mediocre?
because it's LA. Like, for somebody it might be great, but like for me it's just like
I think that's what will make you super. What has made you successful and will continue?
It's the
to
drive.
make you successful.
It's the fear of mediocrity. Like, and I guess it's also the fear of making me shoot for the stars and shoot for the moon. To shoot my shot, like as some executive, because I'd rather be shot down by this executive than be mediocre.
I like that though.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather shoot my shot than not. Like, am I nervous to shoot my shot? Yeah, but
when comparing it to the other options,
the mediocrity is that's my biggest fear, is that I'm mediocre.
I didn't know that about you. What is your advice to people who may feel, I don't know how much I believe in laziness?
Laziness is an interesting thing for me, because there are days when I'm just flat out lazy. I'm not going to do that. But there are days when I'm uninspired. But okay, let me say this.
Going with that. Is it laziness or is it a lack of inspiration?
It's a combination. So let's say this. I'll stay up all night working something I'm passionate about.
Right.
But cleaning the sink, I might not touch that sink for 2 weeks. And like it's not a good thing. It's like my mom or parents will come in here and smack the crap out of me. Like, why didn't you wipe the counter down? It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But there's no urgent. Now, if you tell me Taylor's coming over and I gotta wipe this counter down, because like I don't want to not present well to people I care about, my friends. You know what I mean?
Of
Like,
course, yeah.
But if it's just me, like, who cares? It's my counter. Like, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, but I do want you to start using those tiny things as ways to start building a routine, because those little things, wiping the counter, making your bed. I just noticed making the bed in the morning, it really sets the tone for the entire day. And those little things are what really do establish your routines and make it a little bit more organized.
That's where I have to get better at. I'm not. There's no routines. I think I'm going to use this December. We can talk about that off camera, but I'm going to use this next month to really try to reset some
Good.
organization.
Good.
And then when January comes, we're flying. Yeah, well, at least I'm thankful that you believe in me, man.
I always will. And I love how you are still so rooted in your faith. I think sometimes in the day-to-day, it's easy to forget how guided you are. But
But
not
day
worried
to day,
about you.
I'm also a failure. Like in terms of like giving in to me.
I think that your guiding light should help you during your day in and day out. I don't like that you just said you feel like a failure on your random days, Monday to Friday.
Well, because I do fail. I mean, it's a fact.
But we all fail.
And it's a failure. Like if it's see, like that's us trying to cheer ourselves up. No, if you don't succeed, it's a failure. Like I'm not saying you're a failure at life, but you failed that day. Like sinning is a fail. Like, I failed more than I succeed.
Don't we all?
But God, Jesus is saying, look at me, don't look at them. Like we ain't shit. Like that's the one thing I'm very aware of. And I don't look at it to down myself. It's just I look at it as fact or not. The factor, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
But then how do you marry the two? How do you have God's guidance and He is
Leaning on Him.
ultimate
If you lean on Him,
through everything?
you put yourself out of it. You put yourself out. And that's why if you're constantly in prayer, you're going to make the right decisions. I still feel like I have a lot to go on my journey, but I will say is that you don't have control over your journey. All you have control over is doing your best effort and following God's path and doing your best in what your assignment is for that day. And honestly, a lot of times what I've found out is if you do the assignments that you've been tasked with, even if you don't want to do them well, that'll open the doors for you to do other assignments as well. So like, do the best that God has given you with right now while pursuing greater for you. And that's how you really succeed. And that's a lesson I'm telling myself right now.
I've been grappling a lot with free will and God's plan. How, if our steps are ordered and everything is already laid out before us when we're in our mother's womb, how then does free will play into that?
He chose us before we chose him, and then we just didn't know it. Ultimately, we make the decision to believe in him, though he put that in us already. Now, when it comes to everyday life, I don't think he necessarily cares. He doesn't, like, everything in our existence is about Jesus. So we have our ambitious goals and all this stuff, but ultimately his plan is going to be completed through our free will choices, whether whatever he wants for our lives or not. What God has planned for your life is going to happen.
No matter what I do?
No matter what you do. I think if you stay prayed up and within his will and ask for guidance, he'll show you your paths and steps and stuff like that. But we don't often do that. Even if we do, we still have to make individual choices throughout the day.
Right.
And we lean on our own understanding sometimes. Whenever we lean on our own understanding, we're going to mess up. But ultimately, what God's will for you will be.